Hey Donna,
Hey Greg, how you doing?
doing good, doing good. We got another win. That's
Another
always
win.
good.
Love it, but we may
Yes.
have lost the war.
Well, I don't. Everybody's talking about goggles. We started talking about goggles last year because he was getting hit in the eye all the time. People don't realize this man's got the biggest eyes I've ever seen. So if you get anywhere near his eyes, you're gonna poke him in the eye.
But Porto, that was a dirty play though. If you watch Porto, the way he cupped his hands, when you
I didn't
go
like
across
it.
somebody's face,
I
you
didn't
don't
like it.
cup your fingers.
I didn't like that at
I
all.
didn't like it. That was
Yeah. And then
that was
he got
ugly.
Brian in the face. It's like, dude, what are you doing out here,
I
man?
know. It's like, boy, calm
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um,
we'll see. He's got a scratch, which is never good when you have a scratch across the cornea. So we'll see. He's supposed to see a specialist, I think, today. So we'll see how bad it is. But he needs to wear goggles. It's time.
I hope he realizes it.
Yeah.
Um, Portal had a good game. In fact,
Yeah, he had a good game on us last time. I don't remember
yeah.
him being like that when he was in San Antonio,
Mm.
but he's gotten better, I guess. And they include him more in the offense probably as well. So,
Um, but I guess it got, it got better with AD out of there. But
yeah.
Jackson stepped in and held his
Yes.
own. Uh,
Jackson was great. I mean, he
yeah.
has played so well, and now he's stepped into that role. Even saw him get up really high and block a shot.
I was like, that's what I mean, I remember him being that athletic. It's just we haven't been able to see it as much. Not
Yeah,
as many oops as I expected this year, with everybody knowing they can feed him.
yeah,
But I think D'Angelo is going to be a good leader for that second unit.
yep.
Okay, so I've been telling you D'Angelo is a head case, and I'm going to tell you one thing that he said in his press conference that, in my opinion, adds weight to that idea. He referred to Austin, who had a wonderful game. We'll talk about Austin
Yep.
as one of the big three, and you've been coming off the bench twice now. Both times you had a good game. We started the year with you telling us that you and Austin vibe off of each other and you enjoy
Yeah.
playing together. You make each other better. You're good friends on and off the court, all that stuff. And now you just defer to the guy and say, he's the
No.
starter, I'm not. To me, it's like a weight has been lifted from his shoulders. Being a starter in the NBA is too much for D'Angelo Russell. He's wanted to come off the bench,
No.
and he's finally found his niche.
Nope. Not true at all. He's
Yeah,
always talked well of Austin.
but this is a
He's
different kind of
always
talk.
he's always uplifted Austin all the time. And I don't think he's ever thought he was better than Austin.
I
He's
never thought he was
always
better, but he
given him.
put them on the same level when we started the year.
I
And,
don't think so. I just think
and
they're good friends. And I think he always talks well. I don't think he's ever even talked about who's on what level.
no, 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 no,
Um,
no. What I'm saying is that what he really talked about was how well they play together, and they're not playing together as much anymore.
no, but that was last year when they
No,
played well
I'm talking
together.
about the
And
beginning of this year.
but they haven't played well together the beginning of this year because
But he
D'Lo
said they
hasn't played
would.
well.
He said they would because they're such good friends and they complement each other, and he just went off on it. And
But
now
he
it's
just his
behind him.
shot.
He's like he's done with all that. He likes coming off the bench. He
No,
wants.
I don't think he likes it. I think like what he said is that he said he threw all his baggage out at the beginning of the season and he was going to come and do whatever it took to win. And with this decision, that's an example of it. He talked about that. He said, when I first came in, when they changed coaches and they changed the staff, I said I threw away all of that baggage and I came in at the beginning. He even said it in the preseason. He said, this is just another example of him just wanting to win, doing whatever it takes to win. And I just feel like it's maturity. I keep saying that. I don't think guys always see maturity in individuals like women see maturity. And for him to even come out at the beginning of the season to say that, that's huge.
I
Because
would
most
have.
athletes ain't saying nothing, they just put it on the floor. But for him to say that and to admit that maybe in the past he hasn't been as uh, probably as disciplined or as whatever he should have been. And for him to come in and say that at the beginning of the preseason, and now he's hit a roadblock and now he's hit a hurdle. So how do you respond when you hit a hurdle? Because he was starting at first and everything was cool, him and JJ, and then all of a sudden, bam, he gets sent to the bench. How do you handle that? And I feel like he's handling that well, as best he can. Nobody likes to get benched when you've been a starter your whole career. It's difficult. ego, all of that. But I think he's taking it in stride. And I think it's what's best for us at this point in time. And I think he probably sees that. He doesn't have to dump it into AD as much as he normally does. You know what I mean? He can be free. If he misses a few shots, he's okay. There's no pressure. And like I said,
Pressure.
I think he's going to.
You said the key word pressure when he was starting. I would have loved to see the maturity show up and him hitting a couple shots, not turning the
Maturity
ball
is not
over,
hitting
and
shots.
and
That
and
those
and
are two different things.
and not missing defensive assignments.
But he's always
He
missed
was
defense
spacing
assignments.
out when
I
he
know
was
he's
starting.
always misses D. That's nothing new. That has nothing to do to
No, no,
maturity.
no. He has
That has
moments
nothing
where
to
he
do with
plays
maturity.
excellent defense, and those moments last longer when he's coming off the bench. He
I
is
don't know.
dialed in.
I have to see that. I don't know if he's played better defense coming
I
off the
wish
bench
we
because you
could.
play second tier players when you come off the bench. So of course your defense is going to look better because you're not playing against first strings. But
Not
it's been
always.
two games,
Not
small
always.
sample size.
I think he's going to be fine off the bench, is what I'm saying. I think it was a really
Oh
good
yeah, I
move.
think he's going to be fine off the
Yeah.
bench, but I don't think it's like um he's all excited about it. I think he's just taking it in stride and doing it and
I
trying to
don't
be
think this
mature
is
about it.
what I'm talking about is not necessarily conscious. I think that what I'm talking about is subconscious. I think he is more comfortable because the
Nah,
expectations are lower.
nah.
And this is a
He's never been that kind of that boy has never been that kind of he has more confidence, probably would hurt his game more than anything. He has so much confidence in himself. He shoots shots, he thinks the next one's going all of that stuff. So confidence to me is never a problem with him. He just been missing shots. And it hasn't been good for the team because we need more out of him. So he's going to the bench now. And we that 15, 18 to 20 that we need from him every night looks like he's going to be able to get it off the bench, which at the end of the day is helping us all. And at the end of the day, he might not even be here when the trade deadline comes. So for
so why are we
now,
spending so much time talking about him? You're right.
yeah, it's good for him because I think it looks like okay, he can take a bench role. So maybe that helps his trade value a little bit too.
Right.
Um, for
Right. Maybe
us,
you would think it would hurt it, but there's no starting jobs for him in the NBA.
right.
So six man of the year is a valid objective for
Yep.
him.
Yep.
Um, Next, I want to talk about Cam Reddish.
Yes. Got 11 points,
Come
5 of 7.
on, man.
We'll take it.
We use a couple more boards, but he's settling in. Last 2 years, um, in these moments, he was missing layups,
Yeah.
like wide open, fast break layups.
Yeah. Like he's nervous or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and now I see him really stepping into this opportunity,
Yeah.
and it talk about maturity.
Yeah.
I do see growth in his mindset.
Yeah.
He's always been calm about whether he gets minutes or not, on the
Yes.
outside at least.
Right.
But that calm now shows through as a level of intensity with regard to his play on
Mm-hmm.
both ends of the court, and
Yep.
that's what I wanted to see from him. My issue with your guy. Let me look up his name. He's not even on the. He's on the injured.
Max Christie?
No, your buddy Vando.
Yes.
Um,
Two
I
different
I
players.
I thought Vando was truly lacking on the offensive end, and I was
Mm-hmm.
worried the same was true of Cam, and it's not. He's not as aggressive offensively as you might want him to be, but he's not a liability. And
Mm.
you're 5 for 7, someone's got to guard you, and that's all we
Yeah.
need.
We need consistency. He was
That's all.
5 for 7 last night's game. Let's see what he does the next game. It's all about consistency. The league is all
It's all
about
about
consistency.
consistency for everybody, including Austin.
Yeah.
It's all about consistency. So
It's
when is
about
Austin going to go
consistency.
back to 1 for 6 or 1 for 8? And
Right. But I think the role is comfortable for him because he understands exactly what he has to do on this starting lineup. His role is to play defense, hit a few shots, and I think JJ's giving him confidence by putting him in there, and I think he's gonna if he can give us 8 to 10 a night with all of his defense and the things that he does for us on that end. I don't worry
he,
about that end, but if he
he,
can
he
get us
can
8 to 10,
he can
I
stay.
think he can stay.
He
Yeah.
can stay. Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And he's still
Um,
young. So he
yep.
still has development to go. I mean, he's 25 or something. So he's a young kid still.
And cheap as
So,
hell.
yeah, and he's cheap, minimum.
Great game for LeBron.
Hmm.
I
Slow
like this.
start.
I like this LeBron. I like the assists. I
Yeah.
mean, he he's going to get close to a triple double just from feeding AD.
Yeah.
But when it's him and AD every time down the court, then that diminishes the value of everybody else on the court. So he was with AD out, he was forced to distribute the ball, and he did a great job of it. I hope this built some confidence in him and some of the other players.
Yeah,
Uh,
you have to get the confidence in these guys
yeah,
because they haven't delivered. At the end of
true,
the day, they haven't delivered when they needed to, and you
true.
gotta show.
Yep,
Just like AR did when he first started, he showed LeBron, and so LeBron has confidence in him.
yep,
And the other guys have to step up and he gets confident. Like Kobe, when Kobe used to play, if he didn't have confidence in you, you were toast. But he had confidence like in the Derek Fishers and the Robert Ory's.
yes.
And so they just have to gain that confidence. But AR is the other playmaker in there, which is huge. And he's
They
had a
both
great
went
game.
behind the back. That was cute.
Oh my God, that was and Reddish was ready. I saw
Yes,
Reddish looking at him, and I'm like,
yes,
Reddish, get your hands ready. And he
yeah.
was ready and dunked it. So I was happy. I was excited. Yeah, Reddish, he's still a young kid, and I just think he needs confidence. And I think the Lakers, not getting rid of him this year gave him a little bit of confidence. And then JJ, maybe in the style or whatever, is going to help him a little bit because he's had talent coming out of Duke. He was
I
a
didn't
one and
put
done.
I didn't put the Duke to Duke connection together.
Oh, that's right. I didn't
Yeah,
think about that either.
yeah. So this might work. This really might work, let's talk about Rui.
2 for 11,
Come on, man.
33 minutes.
Ah,
What's
five
going on?
rebounds, two steals. That's good.
Yeah,
Three offensive rebounds. That's really good.
that's real good.
Well, he
He's been
heard something the
active.
coach said. But you
But
can't be
that
one
shot,
dimensional and be a starter on the Lakers.
no,
So I I
I don't know what's going
more
on.
from
I,
Rui. I
I
still
was
like
watching a
his
couple of
skill set.
plays and he's always trying to back somebody down.
Yeah.
It's like Rui. You can do that sometimes, but it's like he's forcing stuff. He's not getting it in the flow. He's back to not figuring out where he should be to get past. I just don't know what's going on with him these last 4 or 5 games.
The back door is that's his door.
And he got a dunk on that.
He got a nice left-handed dunk,
Yes,
almost touched
he
the rim with
did.
his right hand.
Mm-hmm.
But that's his he needs to master that.
Yeah,
Eric Gordon gets all his money,
yeah,
threes in the corner and backdoor plays.
yep,
And that's a
yep,
valuable piece on a championship squad.
yeah.
And he's
So
got
he's
the
got to
same
figure it
body.
out.
He's got the same body and the same hops.
Yep.
He just doesn't have the basketball mental toughness.
I don't know. Or does he have yeah, the mental toughness is a problem and the IQ to figure out kind of,
How to take advantage of
I don't know. Maybe
spaces.
he's learning a new offense. He's not sure where he's supposed to be, but I don't know. The first 3 games, he was great.
It was amazing. It's like if
Yes.
this is gonna really
It's like,
work.
look at Rui.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe he's just in a
yeah.
slump or,
He got hurt. He got sick.
yeah,
And I've
he
been
was
sick
sick.
for the last
Yeah.
few days, and I couldn't do my workout. Today was my first workout. I missed two workouts.
Oh, okay.
I felt
Yeah.
really good, and I'm gonna have a great rest of the day because I got my
Hmm.
workout in. So,
So
um,
maybe he's just in a little slump, but we need him to do better. We got Cam Reddish in there now who doesn't really score.
right,
So now, Rui, you should be able to get more shots and be
yes,
able to get your 15 or whatever a game.
and I think that putting D'Angelo on the second unit is gonna unlock Austin because
Yes.
Austin
Yeah.
gets all the touches he wants now.
Yeah.
And if we can extend that to Rui, we got something going here.
Yeah.
We really
Yeah.
got
We
something
got
going. We got
a
four
nice starting
players
lineup
that are
and a
balling.
bench
Yeah.
because
And a bench
D'Lo's
that
going to bring up the level of that bench. I mean, Jackson Hayes is just playing fantastic.
you
And if
can't
we
ask for
could
more
just
from
get
Jackson
Vincent,
Hayes with that body.
did you notice Christie only played like 5 minutes, 7 minutes, or something like that in the game?
Yeah, it was
I
a
don't
minute
know.
40. He's he's
Minute
he's
40, that was
he's
it?
at Bronny James level now.
Yeah.
That's
So Reddish
unfortunate for
took his
him.
spot.
Huh?
Reddish took his spot.
It turns out that way, doesn't it?
Yep.
Gabe Vincent was better. Uh,
Better.
I'm not just talking about the 5 points. I'm talking about just his presence on the court. He was
Mm-hmm.
engaged in the game.
Yeah.
Made a difference.
Yeah.
He made some great defensive plays. So, but he was and then Dalton was 2 for 4. 2 rebounds, plus or minus of 14. You know, with D'Angelo scoring 18, everybody's gonna have a plus or minus on the bench.
Yeah,
So, and that's
yeah,
great, you know.
yeah. That's
So,
great. If he
uh,
if he lifts the play of the second unit, I think he's going to help, like you said, Gabe a lot as well, because then Gabe doesn't have to worry about the ball handling duties. He
right,
can just play D, hit some shots, and he's good.
yes. So we wanted Max to get his 15 a game. We demanded it because he got the money.
Right.
And I think this coach is saying I tried,
I tried.
but we got a 9-man rotation, and with Vando coming back and
Wood.
Wood coming back, Max, you asked out, bro. You had your
Yeah.
opportunity to show us, and you didn't.
Yeah. I
And
think
the
you in
thing is,
trouble.
when he got in, he hit a shot, and
Mm-hmm.
I said I thought I saw a hitch. That hitch was gone. That shot was so smooth.
Oh, okay.
He took one
Yeah.
shot, and it reminded me of the Max that I was thinking about when we knew he was going to get minutes. I expected to see him hit a bunch of shots,
I know. It's just
but it
like,
might be too late for him to remember what it feels like to shoot
yeah.
right. It
Because
might be.
Reddish done took his minute. I mean, Reddish was the odd man out at the
Hmm.
beginning.
Hmm.
And now he done moved in the starting lineup. So somebody's minutes is gone, and it looks like it's Max so far. And Dalton Connect better. I mean, even though he's a rookie, you need him in there because he's a shooter. But Max Christie looks like he's number 10.
Yeah, it's looking that way. And
Mm-hmm.
number 10 is going to be Dalton when
Yeah,
one of those two
I
bigs
think so. Yeah.
is healthy.
When
And
the
I don't
other
think it's
guys
going to
come
be
back,
Vando. I think it's going to be Wood.
gonna be out.
I think Vando is going to be on the bench.
No.
I think
If Rui
Wood
if
is going to be
Rui
in the
keeps
rotation.
doing what he's doing, if Rui keeps acting up, Rui's gonna be on the bench.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. Yeah,
Yeah, those two are the two. You either start one or you start the other. But if you start Reddish, you definitely can't start Vando.
you're
You
right.
can't start both of them. But Rui better watch out. He better kind of start getting it together because
He
he's had a
really, or he's
slide.
going to end up in the same position as Max.
I know. Because it don't look like JJ plays. He don't take time if this is not working, I'm trying something else, man. You've been playing for 10 games now and you started
Yeah,
out great and now you're on the decline.
yeah.
So you better figure it out because if Vando starts coming back, even though I think Vando won't start, which I don't think he should start on this combination, but he might get a lot more minutes than Rui if Rui doesn't get it together.
Okay, so let's talk about coming up. We got Memphis on Wednesday. Is that right?
Memphis on Wednesday and Ja's hurt.
That's a
So
must
I
win
don't
for us.
he doesn't even probably not gonna play.
Because they're also
Um
down, still down. I call him
Marcus,
the T-Rex. He got short arms.
Marcus Smart.
No, Marcus Smart
Oh,
is still hurt. That's a
yeah.
nice piece for them. But the other guy,
Oh, Bane.
Bane,
Yeah.
that's 3 key pieces down. So we
Yes.
can't afford to be playing with them.
No, we can't. We got to win that game, and we got to win that game. It's a must win. So hopefully, I don't know. We'll hear about AD and see if it's extended amount of time or not. But he was out a long time last time that happened. He was out for a little bit, extended amount of time. So that's the negative part of this whole thing. But that's still maybe that'll push management to get us a big. Been screaming about a big. And like I said, I want a big that can do something, not just be a stiff. I need a big that can, turn around and hit a little jump, something. They keep
Toronto,
talking about, Kessler.
they keep talking about Kessler. I'm kind of tired of hearing that. I just don't want to do
Me
business with
too.
Danny Ainge anymore. Um,
Right.
they're talking about Brooke Lopez, who I think is a proven entity.
Oh, that would be fantastic if we could
Yeah,
get him out of Milwaukee.
yeah, and they talk about Jonas Valanciunas
Yeah,
and
I take him.
also a proven entity, but not quite as proven as Brooke.
No, Brook would be the ideal. You can plug him in there. He can get you 20 points. Yeah, you can plug him in there nicely.
And with Toronto headed towards you know 14th seed, perhaps Porto is available.
Yeah, I'm mad at him right now. But I
Yeah,
don't I don't like him necessarily. Well, I guess we wouldn't need him necessarily for that, but I don't like his defense. He's more of an offensive guy, but at this point, to replace AD if he's out an extended amount of time, we need somebody that can score.
you're right though on the defense. Brooke Lopez was getting 7 blocks.
Yes.
That's a better fit,
Yeah,
definitely.
much better. And he can step out and hit that three.
Hmm.
He would be the perfect fit if we could pull that off. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he would be the perfect. He's the perfect kind. He's just older, but he's the
Mm-hmm.
perfect kind of player to
Mm-hmm.
play because he can step out, he can block shots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got a post game if he needs it. And you
If
can plug him in there real easily. If AD's not in there or whatever, I wouldn't be worried with someone like him.
if we had the other Gasol brother, Mark, 3 years ago,
Yeah,
he'd also be a real nice fit for
yeah.
Spurs.
We got him 1 year too late.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, some player like that, we need somebody that can do something when AD's out, whether he's hurt, whether he's sitting on the bench, whatever. We need somebody that can produce from that five position and can play with AD at the same time if we want him to. So
So if AD misses a game, and hopefully it won't be more than one,
he
then
missed a lot last time. He missed a couple of weeks the last year when he got the cornea scratch.
mm-hmm,
Same eye.
mm-hmm.
That's dangerous.
Then we're starting Jackson, and Koloko is getting some minutes.
Yeah, which is good. We
Yeah,
need to see what he can do.
see what he can do because
Mhm.
he didn't make a lot of mistakes in the first few
No, he was good.
minutes that he got. So
We'll
let's see what
see.
he can do over some extended time.
And if Christian Wood ever comes back, it would be nice to have him to be able to be in there to get some scoring punch at that position, even if it was off the bench. Start Jackson Hayes and bring in Wood off the bench.
Two weird injuries, him and Vando.
Yeah.
Just strange off-season things that don't make a whole lot of sense. But
Well, Vando got both of his feet done. I don't think it was really about an injury for him. I
hmm
think it was about finally getting surgery because he, never got surgery. Wood was all excited on Instagram talking about I'm back, I'm gonna have the best year. And then the next week he was having surgery again. It was like, dude, what are you talking about?
hmm
But he's a minimum guy again. So I think if we can just get him in, whatever he gives us would be a plus. Um, and I think JJ may unlock the Dallas Christian Wood that could score, that could hit you 15, 17 points a game. But we haven't seen that Christian Wood.
We haven't even heard an update on Christian Wood. It's like the we've forgotten about him.
Yeah, I don't think they said I saw something and it said he said there was no update on timeline for Vando or him. So that means not
At least two
anytime soon.
weeks. At least
Yeah,
2 weeks is what that
yeah.
means.
So maybe it'll
Uh,
push management to get a big in here sooner rather than later. One can't be waiting to no damn. Oh, we can't wait till the trade deadline. That's in February. We need a big now.
hmm
So we'll see what management does. We'll see the outcome of AD's eye and see if he's out long or put some goggles on and he can play in a few games or something. But they said he was having a problem seeing, so that's never good.
That's scary. He's already
That's very
out
scary.
every
Same
LeBron
eye.
James. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. So, but
Oh.
the big three came up again. I mean, AD had 22 and 26 minutes, so he was on
Mhm.
to a 40-point game.
Yeah.
If he hadn't gotten hurt. So,
In spite of that, we sucked in the first half.
oh, first half was horrible. We came out lazy. We came out lackadaisical. They were out rebounding us. They were crashing the boards. They were just playing more aggressive, and we were, sleepwalking. But we
And
stayed close enough that we didn't have to make a huge comeback. It wasn't like double digits, 15, 16, because it easily could have been. But they
they're
kept it at
down,
8.
they're down three starters.
Yeah. But, well, I think we did a good job this time. I think we paid attention to Barrett. Barrett only had 18 points where he had 36.
Yep.
And Grady Dickey only had 14 when he had 33 last time. So I
Yep.
think we did a conscious effort. And maybe that's some of Cam Reddish
hmm
that helped a little bit on the wing. But Quickly was back. Remember, he didn't play before,
Yes.
but he's just coming back from injury.
Yeah.
So I think we
Same,
did a good job
same with
on
Paul
not
George
letting
and
any of them go crazy.
same with
Hmm?
Paul George and Philly. You can't really say you shut him down. He was just coming back, so he was a little bit off.
Yeah. But I think we
Oh,
did a good job on Barrett. We didn't let him go crazy. And then Grady Dickey didn't kill us like he did in both of them killed us in Toronto. So
hmm
I think we made a conscious effort to get them back down to their average 14, 18 points a game or whatever.
hmm
So I was happy with that, but our rebounding is still horrible. We got out rebounding this whole game, and all they have is Portal.
hmm
So that's always concerning for me.
hmm
Everybody said, Ronnie
Barrett is a
said,
pretty
no
good
rebound,
rebounder.
no rings. Huh?
Barrett is a pretty good rebounder, isn't he? RJ?
Yeah, but I feel like Rui, if you're not going to score and your game is off, get
Box
to the
out.
boards. Do something.
Box
Get
out.
something different.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, he had 5 rebounds, but when you score 4 points, you need to at least give me 10 rebounds. You got to do something else. If your shot is off, you're getting 33 minutes in a game. You got to give me more, dude. You can't just give me 4 points and 5 rebounds in 33 minutes.
They
Not good
got
enough.
40, they got 40 rebounds to our 33. Am I getting this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. That was
Yeah, they out rebounded
six
us. Look at the offensive
Agbaji,
glass.
6 for Agbaji, and
Mm-hmm.
7 for RJ Barrett, and 10 for Portal.
Yeah.
And then their bench got 4,
Yeah.
3, and 5. So and 3. That's a lot. Uh,
That's a lot. So yeah, we need to box out better. I don't
yeah.
know who's guarding RJ. I think as RJ play the 2 for them or the 3 for them, but we got to box out better. Our rebounding, we've been a bad rebounding team the last few years. Riley used to say, no rebounds, no rings. We have got to at least be even with teams on the rebounding. We can't
Um,
get out rebounded.
uh,
It's
what's the
unacceptable.
Clippers? What's the Clippers main guy that won a chip in Toronto? I haven't heard from him so long.
Kawhi,
What's his name anymore? The guy that started
Kawhi,
San Antonio, Kawhi. Kawhi used to say when he was at San
Kawhi.
Diego, board man gets paid.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
that he started
That's
that.
why I'm telling Rui, he's got to, if your shot is not going, you got to give me something else.
Yeah.
And that's what coaches look at. Yeah, shots don't always work. People go through slumps, but can you give me something else when you're in there? You can't just give me 5 rebounds and you're 6, 9, or 10 or whatever he is, his big body. Your mind has to go, okay, I'm not shooting well, but I can do other things to help this team. And to me, that's where he's got to move up that next level. Because even when Austin's not shooting well, he's doing other stuff.
It's
He's
true.
hustling.
It's
He's
true.
doing other things even when his
Yeah.
shot is not hitting. You always see him in the game. And I don't even look to see how many points Austin gets because he's always everywhere. He's always hustling. He's always doing stuff. And so Rui has to get that mentality.
He almost looks for a reason to get pissed off, and that's when he plays best. If somebody pokes him
Mm-hmm.
or that's when he starts doing his little Flintstone moves and it's
Yeah.
on. So I think
Yeah.
we're happy with him, and we should stay happy with him. But
Yes. Because he's only going to get better because we have to
yeah,
remember he's still young too.
yeah,
So his game is improving every year. He's a hard worker. He's high IQ. He's got talent.
and
So
he can get hot from three.
yeah,
He can get
yeah,
blazing from three.
yeah.
So
And he's
he's
cheap. We
hmm
ain't paying him but like 15, 16 million a year.
hmm
So we still got him on that kind of cheap contract, so to
if
speak.
if
And
yeah, he did get his bag. He got his bag. He did get his bag.
yeah, well, he only got 15. They thought he was going to get more. Remember, some team was supposed to offer him 100 million and he ended up not getting it.
He
But
he he. I thought he took it knowing that he would get that offer from. I thought it was San Antonio.
they never came through. He said he never got
Okay.
an offer from San
Oh,
Antonio.
okay. Yeah.
So he
So
took the Laker offer, which the Lakers could only offer him 15, 16 million a year. So he took it. So he'll be up for another one in a couple of years, but he's out producing that right now. So we got guys on some good contracts, 15, 16 million. Those are nice mid-level kind of contracts. And Rui, I think, is making like 17, 18, but he's not producing at that level right now.
and Gabe expires next year, so he'll
Yeah,
whatever trade package we get into, his salary will go with it. So
definitely.
don't
And
don't don't
maybe,
get don't get too excited
maybe
about him for
Reddish
the second half.
and maybe Reddish will stick and we can pay him 5 million, something to upgrade, but
Yep.
he'll stick, but I think he'll still be cheap,
Yep.
So I just need Rui at 25 years old to be doing a little more for us consistently. So
And
we'll see.
around 25 million. I thought he
No, I
got
think his is a little cheaper, I think. I think he's
I
around
thought he got
18.
4 years, 80 million, something like that.
No, he didn't get that. He
Okay.
didn't get that from us.
Yeah.
He thought he was going to get that,
hmm
but I think he's around the 17, 18, 19 million. He should be producing more. 15 points a game, 8 to 10 rebounds.
I'm gonna see what
So,
he's making. You're right, 15 million. Oh, 3 years, 51, so 17 million.
yeah, so I thought that was a good contract for him, but he ain't producing at 17 million right
No, he
now.
isn't.
No.
He isn't.
No,
He
he's
isn't.
got to.
And
I
if he's
don't want to put him in a trade package because I just think it's there. It's just a mental or something. I don't want to trade him because he's too young, too talented. You can't find guys like him, but man,
got a
he's frustrating.
nice jump shot,
Yes.
really nice shot.
It's just that mental to be able to say, I'm in this game, my shot's not going, but I'm going to be doing this and that to help the team. He just hasn't moved to that level yet, it doesn't look like. When his shot's not going, it looks like he gets a little frustrated and he just gets lost.
If we could get Rui out on the front end of the break more often
Yeah,
and let him get some dunks, I think
dunks.
that would help him. He really wants to get to the rim, and every time
Yeah,
he's gotten there this year, there's been a person standing in front of him saying, "Hell no."
I know. Because I think people watch them 4-3 games and they maybe have adjusted to him. And it's
Hmm.
time for him to make that next adjustment when people see you and say, okay, Rui's here, he's doing this, and a team scouts you and start making adjustments. And he needs to make that next adjustment. When people make adjustment on you, got to make the next adjustment. So maybe he just hasn't figured that out yet.
He's
But
never
JJ
got,
has confidence in him. He's playing him 30 something minutes a game.
yeah, he's never gotten down there and pump faked or ball faked.
No.
He just runs down, jumps up, and tries
Damn.
to. So
Because that's a highlight reel. You know what I
I,
mean?
the development coaches need to be talking to him about pump fake. Pump fake is very effective, and
Yeah.
then now you got the guy's body, you can feel what he's doing.
No, he's just not
Ah,
used to doing that. But I think he's still in development. That's why I don't want to give up on him. But man,
it's getting late in the game. You know,
it's getting late.
he was potential in Washington. This
Yeah.
this trade was supposed to be when he said, "You guys was wrong for letting me go," because
Yes.
Cruz has never shot more than 33% from three.
Right.
But he's just does so much more for that team that
I know.
he's got the model wife and the Instagram account and all that.
Yeah, and he's got the mental dog in him. Kuz
Hmm.
does.
Hmm.
Um. So, and he,
I'd like
like
to
you
see
said,
I'd like to see Kuz shoot 38% from three and actually, be effective towards winning. At
but I think
38%, he's never going to help nobody win.
no, but I think if he came back to the Lakers, he understands how to play with stars,
That's
and
true. I
that's a
still got to
key.
play with stars, but if he's still shooting 30%, 33%, I don't
But he
know.
won't be shooting that because he won't. When you're a number one option, you get to shoot. You get the late clock shots. The ball
Yep.
gets to you in the late shots, so your percentage is never usually going to be that high when you're on a losing team like him. But he showed me back with the Lakers that he can play with stars. And when you come to here, you got to be able to figure out a role and how to play with stars here. Because when LeBron leaves, there will be another one that comes. We don't
Yeah.
know who that person is, but there'll
Yep.
be another one that comes. And you have
Yep.
to understand how to play with stars here and
Hmm.
figure out your little niche. Cam Reddish done figured out his little niche, looks
He
like.
did. Hmm.
So Rui, come on, mentally figure out the niche. The coach is playing you 30 something minutes a game, so you're getting opportunities. You're just not cashing in right now. So, but I
So
still have faith in him.
we still have faith in him, so we didn't really slam him that hard, which means my haterism needs an outlet. So let's talk about Jordan Poole.
I haven't been watching Washington that much this year to kind of
he,
see how he's doing, but
he had like 3 games when he first got there, and ever since he's been trash,
mm,
just trash. I don't know what happened to him. That was one talented NBA player.
because he played with stars. It's
Yeah,
easier to play a role like that when everybody's not depending on you to do something. And then you got the big contract, remember?
yeah,
Sometimes when you get those big contracts, these players
yeah,
don't know how
yeah,
to live up to that. When you're making rookie contract, which he was on, and
yeah.
you got Steph Curry and you got Klay Thompson in their prime and Draymond, and all you do is have to hit some shots here and there, and everybody thinks you're great.
But he was coming in off the bench while they were on the bench, and he was breaking everybody down.
And that's
Everybody.
easy. And that's easy when you play for a team like Golden State, where it's free, not free will, but a lot of free will to shoot threes. And
Hmm.
to me, that's his game.
Hmm.
And he looked good because he was playing against second string players.
Hmm.
But then he got the big contract. I'm telling you, when you get the big contract, sometimes the guys can't deliver on the big contract.
Yeah.
Their head gets big, or they just too much pressure, or I don't know what happens to them, but
Hmm.
everybody doesn't deliver when it's time to make that next payment. Everybody can do it on your rookie contract, but when that next big one, and they gave him a huge one. They didn't
Hmm.
give him incremental steps like we've given like AR.
Right.
AR's got the 15 million.
Right.
Next time
Right.
he'll get the 25 million. He
Hmm.
got the 25 million to start.
Hmm.
And to me, that may not have been a good idea, but Golden State, they're plenty money, and I guess they felt like he was going to be the future. And then the Draymond Green thing happened, and everything went crazy. So
I blame Draymond for some of that. I can't stand
yeah,
him.
and he apologized. He talked about that, and he said that was his fault.
Yeah. Was it
So
his fault clubbing somebody over the head just the other night?
yeah, it was his fault.
It's always his fault, kicking people in the nuts. I'm sick
Yeah.
of it, dude. Anyway, all right. Laker fans, this is the Purple Blood Lakers podcast for Laker fans by Laker fans. We're gonna probably around the All-Star break turn this into an after game show that's live, and you guys can call in and text in and we'll interact. But for now, it's me and Donna Wright, who's always right. See you next game.
See you next game. Go Lakers.